Yeah, you got cut. Not the far. Okay, yes. What time is it?
It is 6:46.
And what time does it say for the Iqama for Maghrib? 7 what?
7:09.
7:09 is Iqama?
Yeah, I think 7:09.
Huh? 7. So what time is the Adhan?
7:09.
7:09? Okay, Barakallah fi. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين صلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا وبعد. Wallahi, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, if it is an inconvenience, as I understand that somebody, administration or imam or whoever, they want to arrange a welcome for the Hajjis. And we say we're glad that everybody made it back. Ahlan wa sahlan, barakallahu fikum. May Allah accept from you your Hajj, Mabrur. May Allah accept from your Hajj, inshallah. Ameen. But we had a program scheduled about 3 weeks out. The poster is on the men's bulletin board, the women's bulletin board. Can you sit down just for a minute, inshallah? Jazakallah khair. We actually had it announced, Brother Kareem had it announced Jumu'ah, at least last week, I don't know about this week. And the program was supposed to start after Asr. We'll take a break and then come back until Maghrib, and then after Maghrib conclude at Isha. And it's classical poetry of Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah called Al-Lammayiah, when he was in jail the last year before he died. So we actually, alhamdulillah, did the same seminar last night at the Northside Masjid, and we have like some handouts for people that are interested. It's translated in English and it's in Arabic, as the poetry is in Arabic. So I don't know like what the people had planned for their Hajj welcoming party, but I actually was doing. I don't know like the lack of communication or whatever, but it is important to finish. But at the same time, if people have something, I want them to be happy, and to enjoy themselves. So what did the people suggest? Did you go on with the seminar or not have the seminar? I mean, because we have children, they want to play. I don't know what's scheduled for activities, so it's up to the people. And I will deal with the people who scheduled this, inshallah, myself, to find out why they scheduled it, knowing that this was supposed to be a for seminar, inshallah. La shay alaykum. Nothing's upon you. We're happy again that you all made it back. But I want to know, is it your right, as you've been invited to have a party? So whatever you decide, inshallah, I'll humbly accept that request. So whoever thinks we should continue with the seminar, despite, and then I need to know how many people said that. And whoever says no, then I need to know how many people, and the most number we will take. Don't be shy, please. I need your cooperation, because I don't know what to do. And either way, it's okay. I'm not going to be upset with you. So don't think that if you decide no seminar.
What about the seminar?
Do the people mind or suggest that I keep going with the seminar despite we'll have some activity in the masjid, like we'll have iftar and a talk, or they'd rather just have their social time and playing and eating and drinking? It's up to you. Again, I'm not going to be upset at you either way, but I need to know, because I don't want to inconvenience you. It's not your fault. So I want to make you comfortable and help welcome you. So
my question was, what's the seminar about?
The seminar is a 16-line poetry of Shaykh al-Islam Taymiyyah. The prison guard asked him about what he believes as a thing of iman, of aqidah, and how does he deal with things in general. And because at that time they were in prison in Shaykh al-Islam Taymiyyah, back and forth, and people also were falsifying the religion from those people at that time, scholars and people of philosophy and so forth. And so because they knew that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed him in his scholarship and that which he wrote, they genuinely went to him sincerely asking to get clarification. So he wrote the 16 lines of poetry answering, and it's a very good line of poetry.
Yeah. Is it all right? So what we're going to do, if the sister is okay, we're going to combine the two events together since we are in the masjid. So you can join us and we can join on, but check with the sister, please, and see what their opinion, and we'll go from there.
Okay, so the brothers, seemingly they don't mind, to combine. It's up to the sisters because the sisters are involved too. So what do the sisters want to do? And again, we're not going to feel upset that the sisters, they say we'd rather just have the Hajj activity or whatever without the lecture. It's up to the people. So sisters are inclusive. What do the sisters want to do? Don't be shy, sisters. This is the time we're asking because we value your statement. So. They're in the back room.
So maybe you're going to send somebody to class now, but probably they're already distracted.
He said probably they're already
You
distracted.
might give him some time.
Yeah, so they're going to send somebody.
Hey, what? Huh?
We decide.
ماذا؟
I would suggest just maybe post
نعم.
bothering you us like eating and socializing, that's the idea too. You don't want to like eat and talk and you giving speech at the same time. And it's because they said if we don't start eating now, the food will get cold.
Yeah, they can eat, and whoever wants to listen, love best. I understand the circumstances. Normally, you wouldn't do that because of Hurmat al-Ilmiyah, but the circumstances is like iftar and someone's giving a talk. What can you do? Or at the fundraiser, people are at the luncheon eating and the guy is talking, raising money. So, love best.
So for you, we don't you to get upset.
لا أبدا أنا أعرف الموقف.
Is it exceptional situation?
لا بأس أيوة أنا أقول هذا أنا أوافق معكم في ذلك.
You need to eat too.
لا أنا أكل بعدين الآن سأكل الذي لروحي.
The reason I said what I said because to join us.
الله يبارك فيك. So شارك بين هذا وهذا إن شاء الله. بعد مرة جزاكم الله خير. How much time before the adhan? طيب إن شاء الله نبدأ إلى أذان ثم نشارك إن شاء الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا وبعد. Anybody who wants to take again a handout, they can. If the sisters' mic or speakers are on, they want. Those who want, they can take it. They're here to take it. We begin with the Shaykh he mentioned, يسعى لي أن مذهبي وعقيدتي رزق هدى من الهداية يسأل اسمع كلام محقق في قوله لا ينثني عنه ولا يتبدل. And we said this is the beginning of the Shaykh. He said, oh, the one who asked me about my methodology and what I believe in my heart. And the Shaykh he says, may Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala bless you with the guidance that you ask about. And then the Shaykh, as this is a dua for the one who sincerely asked the Shaykh about this, he said, listen to the statement of the one who has actualized and he has researched and covered the issue extensively to the point that he knows what he's talking about. That knowledge, the Shaykh said, he will never turn away from, neither will he substitute that knowledge. The Shaykh, he began the next part, which is the actually part of the... What happened?
I was just checking the mic.
The Shaykh actually starts to explain the belief of the belief of the Muslims with the Sahaba. And يعني ulama, they mention when he says يعني يسعى للمذهب وعقيدتي, this is not Shaykh Islam Taymiyyah making up his own methodology or his own belief. It's not like the deviant sects like the Khawarij and the Mu'tazila, the early groups, and the Jahmiyyah, and like today, Jamaat al-Takfir, Jamaat al-Jihad, ISIS. No, they made up their own different ways of belief and actions. When the Shaykh makes this statement, he's talking about what he believes is connected to the Quran and the Sunnah. That which has ayat of Allah and the authentic hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And so the Shaykh, he begins by saying, حب الصحابة كلهم لمذهبون ومودة قربى بها أتوسل ولكلهم قدر على وفضائل. In another transcription it says ولكلهم فضل ولكلهم قدر وفضل ساتع. The difference between the two transcripts is you have to remember people were writing this down in that day and time. They didn't have like printing presses and those things. So people will write. And the difference between the two statements, the first one, وَلِكُلِّهِمْ مُقَدِّرٌ عَلَى وَفَضَائِلُ. This means they have lofty status and lofty virtues. The other one, سَاطِعُ, means clear, high and lofty virtues. The meaning is the same. So the Shaykh is talking about the companions. As he said, حُبُّ الصَّحَابَةِ كُلِّهِمْ لِمَذْهَبٌ. To love the companions is deen. To love the companions is iman. كما قال الله سبحانه وتعالى سابقوا الأولون من المهاجرين والأنصار الذين اتبعوهم بإحسان رضي الله عنهم ورضوا عنه. Where Allah praised them and said, they're early Muslims. Those who left Mecca going to Medina. Those who left Mecca going to Medina. Then Allah, and those that followed them, meaning the Tabi'een, and those that followed them, that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is pleased with them and they're pleased with Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is their Lord. والنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال خير الناس قرني ثم الذين يلونهم ثم الذين يلونهم وكما قال. And the Prophet said, the best people my generation, then those after them, and then those after them. So this is why the Shaykh is saying حب الصحابة كلهم لمذهبون. Loving the companions, it's a part of iman. As Rasul Sallallahu mentioned, حب أنصار ماذا الآية المؤمن حب أنصار. نعم آية الإيمان ماذا حب الأنصار. The sign of belief, the sign of being a believer is love of the Ansar. وآية النفاق بغض أنصار. And the sign of hypocrisy or disbelief is to have hostilities towards them. Well, the Shaykh mentioned this first because we know people were being attacking the companions for a long time. Demon, them to be bad names and disbelievers and like this. And this, the Shaykh is showing this is from the religion of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. ومقدرون ماذا ومودة قربى بها أتوسلوا. ومودة قربى بها أتوسلوا. This is talking about the people from the Prophet's family. From the Prophet's family. To have a love for them. As many of the groups, they make the companions downtrodden, some from amongst them, while they claim to love the people from the Prophet's family. But you have, from the Prophet's family, many from the Prophet's family. And this is a part of our deen, as Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala mentioned them, and they are also from the companions of the Prophet ﷺ at the same time. if they are from the companions of the Messenger, and on top of that they're from the Prophet's lineage, then you have to love them. This is a way to earn love to Allah wa ta'ala, as Allah He loves them. Except those that or from the disbelievers, or those from the people that were from the Prophet's lineage that took up the routes of belief, like Abu Lahab, for example. And it will not be appropriate to enter him into this characteristic of the people of the Prophet's house. Although he's from the Prophet's family, although he's from the same lineage, you will not say he's from Ahlul Bayt. Just as Nuh alayhi salam, when Tabarak wa ta'ala instructed him to take and make the ship, the Safina, he complained about his son. He complained about his son that was going to the mountaintop. And the Tabarak wa ta'ala clearly said that son, laysa min ahli. And he's not from those who you claim as a lineage. Why? Because his action, it was not from the action of the righteous people. Now, and عمله ليس and عمله ليس ماذا صالح. His actions are not righteous. And this is what the Prophet said when the man told him, tell me something that no one can tell me after you. He said, قُلْ آمَنْتُ بِاللَّهِ. Say, I believe in Allah. قُلْ آمَنْتُ بِاللَّهِ. Say, I believe in Allah. And believe in that statement in your heart. Not just to say it, but to say it and believe it. And then the Prophet said, ثُمَّ اسْتَقِمْ. Then be upright. So many of the scholars, they mentioned this is a condition to be from the Ahlul Bayt, meaning from the lineage of the Prophet ﷺ, that should be respected, that should be praised, that should be considered to be from amongst the companions of the Prophet, that they are from the not only the Muslims, but they are from the people that follow and apply the way of the Prophet ﷺ. All of them, they have a great status. The Shaykh said, وَلِكُلِّهِمْ مُقَدِّرٌ عَلَى وَفَضَائِلُ لَكِنَّمَا الصَّدِّيقُ مِنْهُمْ أَفْضَلُ. Naam. All of them have a great status. And we mentioned yesterday two misconceptions, and I think we'll be close to the time of Adhan. The companions have a great status just because they're from the time of the Prophet. Just because they were with the Prophet. It doesn't have anything to do with their deeds. Just because they're from the time of the Prophet and they're with the Prophet, they have a great status. And there's many hadith where Prophet talked about this. As we just mentioned one, he said, Khairun nas qarni. The best people from my generation. Is not the companions from his generation? Yes. Prophet also mentioned that Allah handpicked them. He looked into their hearts and picked the best of those people to be the companions of the Messenger. But there's another hadith of the Prophet. He said, I wish I could meet my brothers. Authentic hadith. And so the companions that were there, they said, we are your brothers. He said, no, you antum ashabi. No, you are my companions. And so the Prophet, he went on to say, there will be a people that will come after you. Holding on to their religion will be like holding a hot coal in their hand. Imagine you have a hot coal in your hand right now. How long would you hold that coal? He said, these people will be like that. He said, they're my brothers. I wish I could meet them. And they will be like the one holding on to their deen will be like holding on to a hot coal. He said, and they will have the reward of 50 men for holding on to their deen. So the companions, they said, 50 of them or 50 of us? Like 50 reward of themselves and their generation, or 50 of us? Prophet said, no, 50 of you. Some people take that hadith to think that those people after the companions have better virtue than the companions. Because Prophet said he wished he could meet them, and that they're holding on to their deen, they will be rewarded the like of 50 of the companions. Well, we'll say firstly, there's no difference between the companions being companions and being the brothers of the messenger. They're the companions of the messenger and they're the brothers at the same time. But some people think, no, they're the companions, but the people after them or the prophet's brothers, they're better. No. Every companion is the brother of the prophet at the same time. Why every brother of the Prophet is not his companion. So they mention that the reward is not that it's showing fadal, yani fada'il, virtue. It's just showing yani the reward that they will have. With Prophet ﷺ in the other hadith, he mentioned, he said, لا تسبوا أصحابي. Do not insult or abuse or slander my companions. Then he said, لو أنفق أحدكم نفقة مثل ذهب الأحد لا بلغ نصيبه ولا نصيب. لم بلغ نصيبهم ولا نصيب. أو كما قال لا بلغ مدة يعني ما بلغ ماذا ما بلغ مدة ولا نصيب. أو كما قال. He said, do not insult my companions. He said, for wallahi, then he swore by Allah, if any one of you were to spend in charity the amount of a mountain called Uhud, you were to spend that in gold. Any one of you were to do that, you will not amount to a handful of what they did, neither a single handful. So this shows that they have the most virtue. And not that someone after them has more virtue than them. Why? Because simply they were the people in the time of the Prophet that Allah picked to be his companions, and nothing supersedes that type of virtue. So inshallah tabaraka wa ta'ala, the last point, وَلَكِنَّمَا صَدِّيقُ مِنْهُمْ أَفْضَلُ. The scholars of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, they agree, those who hold to the Sunnah and the way of the companions, that Prophet ﷺ mentioned that Abu Bakr and Umar, they are the best of the people after the prophets and messengers. However, Abu Bakr is mentioned first because he was with the Prophet ﷺ. He was the companion with the Prophet in every situation, including in the cave and all of the times. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described him as being the companion of the Prophet when no one else was described as being that companion, like Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And if anything was reported by the Prophet sallam, no matter who it was, if it was said to be from the Prophet, he would believe in it. هذا وصلى الله وسلم بارك على رسول الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. بارك الله فيكم. أهدان. طيب إن شاء الله.
We made the deal, huh? We made the deal. Make the deal, please.
Okay, inshallah. بارك الله فيكم. Take that record button and just tap it for pause. You can tap it.